Alright, so here I have another video. Okay, I'm gonna go over like some basic color theory, and you all probably already know this from grade school. So what I've done here is I put out the primary colors. There's 3 primary colors, just as a refresher: yellow, red, and blue. You cannot create these colors by mixing. These colors kind of occur by themselves. They're the 3 basic colors, and all other colors in the universe that we can see come out of these colors. So here, I'll take a bit of yellow. I'll show you secondary colors now. Bit of yellow, bit of my red. Just kind of mix them together. Get an orange. Needs a bit more yellow. It's a bit of a red orange. There. See? That's orange. This is real kindergarten stuff. But, you know, you gotta start with your basics, because this is like the basis on how I make paintings, okay? If you don't know your basics, if you don't have an understanding of the way this works, you're not gonna get very far. You're just gonna be throwing paint all around the place, which I guess is okay, but that's a more of a modern art kind of thing, and I'm not. And you shouldn't learn modern art before you learn like traditional art. That's my belief system on that. If you want to do modern art, that's great, but at least understand the rules that you're breaking before you attempt to break them. That really drives me crazy, is when people try to reinvent the wheel without understanding how the wheel works, you know? Go ahead and reinvent all you want, but at least learn something first. So anyway, enough on that rant. So here you go. You have your primary colors and your secondary colors. And that's a Star of David, kind of. Anyway, so here we have what I call, or not just what I call, but what is known as analogous colors. Any color that matches up is analogous. So 3 colors, these 3 colors are analogous: red, purple, and blue, because they're next to each other. Blue, green, and yellow, those are analogous. Yellow, orange, and red, those are analogous. So if you want to create a painting with just 3 colors, those colors will all match. Alright? What I like to do is use, I forgot the word. They're opposite colors. Complementary colors. There you are. That word. I like to use complementary colors when I paint. That means I mix opposite colors to create other colors. And I also use this in my color scheme. So for example, if something is going to be red, then I try to put something green in there, because red and green are opposite. I'll also mix, here's my green up here, because I don't have to mix it, I have all the colors in the rainbow. I'll also mix red and green, for example, or you can mix any of the other colors that are opposite, and make this kind of a grayed color. And that can be my basis for a skin tone. Alright? Don't just use pink or brown or anything like that for a skin tone. Don't want to use pre-made colors for those things, because by mixing your own color, you'll get a much better skin tone and a much wider variety. So if I wanted to use this for a very dark skinned person or a mocha colored person, this would probably be a pretty good starting point right here as it is. Now if I wanted to use this for someone who is lighter skinned but maybe a little bit of a tan, this would probably be a good tint. That's just with water added to it. This is a good basis for that. I just realized that anybody who goes outside can hear me talking out loud to myself, I probably sound crazy. But I'm just trying to shoot this video for all you lovely people who are interested in my painting. I'm trying to teach you how to do it. Or at least teach you what I do. So that's how I make skin tones anyway. And then for shadows, I do the same thing. But when I like to make shadows, I usually like to start with blue. And I don't typically start with this blue, but you can start with any blue. Or purple. Purple's a good one too. Also, so is that one? This one. Nope. I gotta guess. This one? I think it's this one. This one I think is up here is, this one's ultramarine, I want to say. I don't think there's a difference between French ultramarine and regular ultramarine, by the way. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they're the same exact color. And you can go ahead and call me stupid if you think that's obvious, but colors are kind of finicky like that. So I'll just take a color. So this is blue, and I'll add orange to it. I'll use this one. This is cadmium orange, and cadmium orange is like poison or something. It's like you don't need much of it to make like this crazy obnoxious thing. So I'm going to try and get some of that off. But there, see, I've made like this brown dingy color with my ultramarine blue, or any other blue. See this here? This is my cobalt blue. I'll mix that with orange too. That also kind of works. Well, that doesn't just kind of work, it does work, but there. So those are both grays, and I like to use those for shadows. Some people like to use black for shadows. Some people are like color purists and only use colors to create shadows, and that really does create a more natural looking shadow, especially in figurative work. So if you're painting a person, really look hard in those shadows for what color they are. And most often what happens is a color will reflect as a shadow, and the shadow will be the opposite color for that reflective color. So like, say I have a skin tone that's like this here, where it's kind of this mocha color, which is based in red. So then my shadow will probably be something greenish, and you can pick a darker green. What's a good dark green? I got this Terra natural color, which is pretty ruddy on its own. I don't know, it's kind of light. But anyway, you just pick a color and it'll work out fine. Or you just use purple. You can just use colors, pure colors, without mixing them for shadows. Shadows have color, you just gotta notice them, you know? It's really important. So, I think that's basically all I have to say about that. If you have any questions, I guess you just ask, you know? Never hurts to ask. I could very well not be covering something. I'm trying to explain things really fast. Alright, so again, yellow, red, blue, those are primary colors. Green, purple, orange, those are secondary colors created from these colors. Alright, you can also get tertiary colors, or third level colors, which would be like yellow, orange, reddish purple, bluish purple, blue green, yellow green, etc. Alright, you can create other colors by combining opposite colors and to make skin tones or shadows or anything like that. Peachy things or mocha things, whatever you like. And that's the basics. And then just a lot of observation, you know. Observe colors on objects and what they look like. Don't just think that something is one color because that's the local color of it. Alright, something's blue, but it's not really blue. There's probably some purple or green in there also. You gotta look really carefully. And that's basic colors, you know. Any questions? Just ask. Alright, I'll see you guys all later.